There's a big high wall there, and it tries to stop me. A sign is painted, says private property.
You have 2 hours to wait.
Don't say nothing. On the sign is made for you and me. This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me, for you and me.
It was a very interesting 2 weeks in D.C. these last 2 weeks. And in the thick of it all, I want to talk about a little bit about perspective. The decision on 1070, although it leaves a venomous part that we have to get rid of, 2B, is actually a huge defeat for the people in this state that told us that the state of Arizona overruled the Constitution of the United States. And then the Holder thing, was that unbelievable or what? I never miss a vote. I don't believe, well, I miss votes. The naming of post office, I've missed a few, I would admit. But, you know, I don't vote present. I think if they send you there to take an I or A, up or down. I walked out on that vote. Because it was health care. Now, you know, it moves the discussion on. And it moves the discussion to where we get to talk in 2012 about the benefits of health care reform and the availability of health care for every American. In 2010, we got defensive and got cornered on the issue. Now, at the very minimum, it is a constitutionally the right thing to do to give and agree that every American has to have a minimal degree of health coverage in this country. Should there have been more? Absolutely. To the extent of the reach, what we wanted it to be? No. But even for those of us who said it should have been Medicare for all, even those of us that felt single payer was the only way to go, that the public option was a compromise on the single payer question, all of us that went through that struggle during that debate, it's a foothold.
Raul Grijalva is not afraid and not hesitant at all to piss off the greed heads and the boneheads and the coke heads. Now running the U.S. House of Representatives. And he drives those corporate interests, the lobbyists, and the Republicans crazy, but as we've seen, that's a pretty short ride for a lot of them. They feel entitled not only to get theirs, but also to take ours. To take our jobs and our wages, take our pensions and our health care, to take our schools and our parks, to take our rights and our dreams, to take our clean air and water, even take our climate and our democracy. The powers that be, the Republican National Committee, the SuperPACs, Karl Rove, the Rosemont Copper are flooding into this state with money and lies and fake candidates to eliminate your member of Congress. But let us be clear on this. They want him gone because they want you gone. It's you they're after, not him. He can probably get a job. Who will stand up to this thievery? We can't just say Democrats. I mean, too many of our Democrats are weaker than Canadian hot sauce. But this is it. This is why I have come to Tucson in July. Because Raul Grijalva is not just a Democrat. He's a Democrat. He makes other Democrats better by being who he is in the Congress. And I can't tell you how important that is. I've seen him in action in the Progressive Caucus. He's co-chair with Keith Ellison. I've seen him with the Progressive Democrats of America, a group that I'm associated with. A number of y'all are as well, a tremendous group. And I've seen him take on the big fights. Not just mandatory health insurance, but Medicare for all. Everybody ought to be entitled to it. We're going to get there. We're going to have that. If we do not have a few Rauls between us and greed, then greed wins, and America changes forever. This is not about one congressional seat in southern Arizona. It is about America's future. Who will rule? The corporate powers or the people? So I can tell you how important that is, not just for you in Arizona, but for all over the country, to have this person in there who's willing to stand for us.